Brooklyn-based gang called the Real Ryte gang have each been sentenced to more than a decade in prison. They are pictured here. Samaj Smith, also known as Bam Bam, and Real Ryte Sport was sentenced to 132 months in prison for racketeering, conspiracy, and brandishing a gun in furtherance of a crime of violence. We're told the leader of the gang, Dajahn McBean, or Jeezy Mula, and member Mark Waiters, also known as Telly, were also sentenced to 150 months and 149 months, respectively, last month. We're told members of the Real Ryte gang have committed murder, assault, bank fraud, wire fraud, and more between 2015 and 2018.
Thanks to all the subscribers. Please like and subscribe. Now let's get into it. According to the government, the man responsible for escalating this beef was Marvin Pippins, also known as Mook, a member of the Brooklyn-based street gang 59 Brims. Among other admissions, Pippins, aka Mook, testified that he murdered Pert outside of the Weeksville housing project by firing a gun at him 6 times. He testified that he killed Pert because he believed Pert was involved in Melly's murder and because he feared Pert was eventually going to kill him. Pippins testified that before the killing, Pert was on site, meaning that if Pippins were to see Pert, he would kill him on the spot. Also, when asked whether the Real Rytes deserved what Melly got, Pippins answered, "That's how I felt, yes." Pippins himself was charged in a federal RICO case, including Pert's murder. In his case, the government presented the testimony of Marcus Laborde, aka Cheetown, a former 59 Brims member and leader, as the main witness. Laborde testified that he held the title of Godfather, more on the fallen Godfather, in a later video. In response to Pert's death, a retaliation attempt against Pippins ensued. Smith, also known as Bam Bam, McBean, aka Jeezy Mula, and Waiters tracked down a Breadgang member in Manhattan and chased him in cars down the wrong way of a one-way street. Real Ryte was a violent street gang that operated in, among other places, Brooklyn, New York. Members of Real Ryte have committed acts of violence, including acts involving murder and assault, and engaged in bank fraud, wire fraud, and other crimes. The gang war led to a series of shootings between Real Ryte and Breadgang. Dajahn McBean, also known as Jeezy Mula, who is the leader of Real Ryte, and Real Ryte member Mark Waiters, also known as Telly, was sentenced to terms of imprisonment of 150 months and 149 months, respectively. They are currently at MDC Brooklyn, a federal administrative security metropolitan detention center. Samaj Smith, also known as Bam Bam, was sentenced to 132 months. He is also at MDC Brooklyn. Marvin Pippins, also known as Mook, was found guilty and faces a mandatory life sentence. Although there are convictions in this matter, I must stress that an indictment is not evidence of guilt. Charges are only allegations, and each defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Blessings.